there's so many lessons in business, which is again kind of the idea of the show. It's to help business. I mean, it's to help everybody, but business professionals are one of our main viewership. The lessons there, and just you do what needs to be done. You do it humbly, but you do what needs to be done. You do it humbly. You share it, and you attract the right people. But also, it's what you did, because after we met, I started following you on Instagram, and it inspired me to start like doing this as well. Like, I don't have cemeteries all over the place that I go to, but I'm not doing that, and I couldn't do it because it wasn't my thing. But when when my wife and I spent that week by Yermi and Liam in North Carolina, we went to visit my wife's family. Was originally from Asheville, North Carolina. And so we went to visit some of the graves, and it was because of what I had seen you do that I now knew what to look out for. And we actually were able to discover 2 graves from the family that we hadn't known existed there, because I now knew what to look for because of watching your Instagram videos and those things. And we were able to, there was a tree that had fallen over, and so we were able to get in contact with the person who runs the cemetery to get them to clean it up, all because of what I had seen you do. Not because this was a business thing, but because this was, I guess, your vision, your mission. And that's I think that isn't that the point, first of all, of being the better person, being the greater person, is that when you are that individual, it causes others to step up and to be that individual. And when you behave in your business that way, it's going to cause others to naturally, it's exceptionally irresistible. When you're exceptional, you become irresistible, and it attracts people to you.
That's
so
right. I mean, a lawyer quit his job.
Right?
That's what it sounds like to me. That's pretty exceptionally irresistible right there. I mean,
and something that Baruch said is you attract the energy that you emit. And one thing that I want to touch on as well that Baruch mentioned is publicizing these good deeds. And I not only did I not want to share it for the 4 months, at that point I already cleaned up 7,000 graves, but I was worried that people would think I was being egotistical about doing the right thing. Oh, look at me, I'm doing good deeds. But, I realized that if my actions are coming from a good place, and this could start a chain reaction of other people, then I have an obligation to share what I'm doing. And Baruch is one of countless people, dozens of people that have saw the content that we do, the work that we do, and then message me, call me, or sent pictures from a cemetery that they've cleaned up graves, or asking, how can I get involved?
Yeah.
And one thing that really led me to kind of just feel the need to do it is that no one does this.
Right.
And there are memories, there are people that were loved that once they go in the ground, people just stop caring, but their memory is still there. And a lot of times they get forgotten, and those people can't take care of themselves anymore. No one's advocating for them, but their memories are still there. And which is why, call me creepy or heebie-jeebie, but when I've gone to cemeteries, I've restored graves, I feel this weird presence of the souls of people that I have cleaned off their grave, or sat it back up, or repositioned it, and or digitized it and documented it. And there's just something that feels so universally wholesome about being connected to something greater than myself.
Sure.
That I just learned to get addicted to.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why in Judaism it's called, the greatest kindness you could ever do, because nobody that you helped there can ever thank you for that. Nobody can repay you for that.